So it looks like Yve from 90 Day Fiancé's latest season is in legal trouble. According to court documents, she was arrested for a domestic situation at her home. Welcome back to the Kempire Daily YouTube channel, your number one source for pop culture news and music, entertainment, reality TV, and so much more. As always, be sure to like this video, subscribe to the channel, and hit that notification bell so you never miss out on breaking news when we go live or when we upload. So as you know, if you watch our Tuesday takeover where we covered 90 Day Fiancé, I haven't enjoyed this season at all. However, we have been recapping and talking about it, and the recent part 2 tell-all happened just yesterday. Well, now we have some breaking information in regards to Yve and Mohamed. Apparently, according to In Touch and Page 6, they're reporting that she was arrested. So this is what they said, that 90 Day Fiancé star Yvette, also known as Yve Arellano, is facing domestic violence charges amid her husband Mohamed's text cheating scandal. As you know, we covered that as well. He was caught out there texting another woman. So Yve was charged on August 15th, 2022 with 1 count of assault against a household member and 1 count of battery household member in New Mexico, according to New Mexico court records seen by Page 6. The TLC reality star has a bond arraignment hearing scheduled for September 6th. In Touch was the first to report the news of the charges. The domestic abuse allegations have been falsified by Mohamed, according to Yve's rep. Mohamed and the woman he's been cheating on Yve with have discussed his options from the very beginning. They specifically discussed a U visa and how Mohamed could qualify for this just in case Yve found out about his indiscretions. This is what the Yve's rep is alleging. They continue, the domestic abuse allegations are completely false and just a ploy to keep him in the U.S. Yve was not arrested on August 15th or any other day, the statement claims. But according to Page 6, they've seen the actual court documents. Yve has never been abusive towards Mohamed and just wants this chapter in her life to be done so that she can move forward. So Page 6 continues, they say that, her legal woes come about 3 weeks after Mohamed found himself in a digital cheating scandal in which he was accused of texting inappropriate messages to another woman shortly after he and Yve were married. The Egypt native addressed the cheating scandal during last night's 90 Day Fiancé tell-all where he admitted to texting other women. Mohamed said he met a woman online, and while he initially thought they were, quote, just friends, their rapport turned into something, quote, bigger. It's very shocking, raw, disappointing, and saddening, according to Yve, about his infidelity. He chose to spend his time focused on starting other relationships and engaging in activity that a married man should not be engaging in. So it's unclear whether or not by the end of the tell-all if these two decided to stay together, but they did talk about their relationship on social media. And in his Instagram story, Mohamed posted this, a lot of people asking why I'm not saying my part of the story. That's because I was trying my best to end my relationship with respect. That's all. However, according to Yve, she took to social media to thank her fans, saying, thank you, ladies, for sharing your stories of infidelity, heartache, and pain. Obviously, we are not alone. Why commitment for some isn't a commitment. There's a lot of healing that needs to happen in this world on so many levels. If you don't want to be exclusively, just say so people can make their own informed decisions. Look, we've watched this show. We've recapped this show, as I said to you before. I'm not shocked by Mohamed's behavior. I'm sure a lot of you that have been watching 90 Day Fiancé are not shocked by his behavior. And it's not because we want to believe in the stereotypical, he's only marrying her for a green card, but it seems very clear here that's exactly what he was doing. Based on everything that we saw in this relationship, we were like, did you not ask him about if he wanted you to become Muslim? Did you guys not have these kind of conversations that you were having on camera beforehand before deciding to have him come over here? And at one point I defended him and in that soft voice, okay, Yve, how is this going to work? That alone, I don't understand how you could even look at that man and be like, yes, I'm going to marry this man. I'm so hot and bothered. There is nothing sexy besides his body about Mohamed. Personality, it doesn't seem like he has much of one. And that voice does not help. Am I a voicist? Is that a thing? I'm not trying to be a voicist, but I'm just saying how I feel right now. And now, surprise, surprise, according to Yve's reps, she wasn't arrested. But according to court documents, she was. What am I surprised that maybe this relationship that wasn't working out and they were trying to make it work may have turned volatile? Yeah, I can see it. I was actually surprised to see them that they were like hugged up at the reunion. I'm not surprised by this story. I'm not surprised that Mohamed did what he did because he's not the first guy from abroad that has done this on the show. And now we have someone that bamboozled his way into the country, and he probably will be here. He probably will be here. That we need to do better when it comes to this stuff, because where is Natalie? Is she still in Florida? You remember Natalie and Mike? That relationship, we knew that fell apart from jump. He didn't want to marry her from jump. She's still here. There's plenty of people. What about what's her name from Brazil? That girl from Brazil that was married to Colty. And she had an only, you know what? An OF. There we go. And she got all that surgery done. Is she still in the country? Last time we heard she got arrested by ICE, but then they released her. So we see this happen all the time here on this. But there should be some sort of like probation period besides the 90 days after they get married. They're like, don't act up. Don't act up. But then they just won't act up for a time. And then they'll, do their stuff on the side like he was doing. I don't believe that he ever truly loved Yve. We never got that vibe from them. There was always some sort of excuse. Even when he tried to be romantic and tried to propose to her those last couple episodes, I was like, this is so fake and phony. But, I was trying to have an open mind. I was trying to let me not naturally assume, like so many of people in their lives always assume, oh, he's just here for the green card. But apparently he was just here for the green card. And he literally told on himself during the season. He's like, oh, I'll just find another sponsor. Another sponsor? This is supposed to be the love of your life. This is supposed to be your fiance. No, she was just another sponsor. And anyone that's deciding to date him now, you should be very wary, because he may not be dating you to stay in the country because he's already doing that, but he's also a dishonest person. Pay attention to people and how they treat other people, because they will be treating you just the same. Guys, I want to know your reaction to this Yve and Mohamed story. Are you surprised? Let's continue this conversation below. As always, be sure to like this video, subscribe to the channel, and hit that notification bell so you never miss out on breaking news when we go live or when we upload. Thanks for watching.